Welcome back to another episode of That Crazy Triangle Guy. Here we have the Bitcoin chart where we've just made our breakout from this triangle here. We have the news of the CPI data, the Ethereum upgrade. We were consolidating here, waiting for that info. We broke out. Our target is up here at $32,323.23 exactly. Um, and I believe then we will consolidate into this area leading up to the FOMC meeting on which ends on May 3rd. Our target from that would be about $35,000, which also is an area of kind of previous support and resistance in the past here. All right, but today I wanted to talk about the altcoin market. The altcoin market has been in a long long consolidation zone, and things are getting really tight. I want to start off with render here. You can see how we've tightly uh, we're just coiling up into these triangles here, and this is across most of the altcoins. They all look a little bit different, but this is the general idea. And I'm not quite sure what they're waiting for. If they're waiting for the outcome of the XRP case, or what the market is thinking here. I'm just looking at the charts and seeing what the market is doing. So with render here, you can see we've clearly broken out of this zone, this triangle that we'd been forming. I have various price targets here, and we don't always know what the market's thinking. So at minimum, we have this distance here. Here's another one from this point. Um, that's a little bit off for some reason. I don't know why I drew that like that. May have to shorten that one. This one comes from the first leg of the triangle all the way up to here, and I've moved these over. Let's see if this one matches that right there. I don't know why that's a little bit longer. Huh. I'd say that that is more. It's just slightly off. I don't know why that was. I must have slipped. Let's just to be clear, let's clone that distance and move it back over here and adjust this a little bit. From the breakout point, I'm trying to get that right on the breakout point. Let's delete that other one. Move our line down here. See where that gets us. Now these target zones also coincide with previous support and resistance levels here. The first one there, second one here, third one here. These are the price targets. Again, I don't know when they'll get there. I'll show you a little bit later on in the video my prior predictions for where Bitcoin was going, and I was about a month early on where I thought things were going. So I don't know when things will get there. I can guess. And if you want me to take a guess on this one, let's draw another line here. Yeah, I think Render very well could hit its first target. Maybe we approach this one's a big mover. I think soon might meet its first target, and after the FOMC meeting, maybe again blast up to this second level here. Let me get rid of that. Anyway, let's move on to what else I'm seeing. Let's go with Matic. Matic's doing the same thing. Big, huge consolidation over the course of the whole year. Well, for over a year and a half, we've been consolidating here and getting tighter and tighter. Uh, we have a target here of just over $3, and just kind of estimating. In the next coming months, I see that heading that way. We're at $1.13 right now. So I'm looking at, we have big explosive moves. These candles, these price, the what's the word I'm looking for? Jesus Christ. Um, the price action has been tightening and tightening for over a year and a half in these zones, and we are looking to explode on all these um, altcoins. I don't. Why did I do that? I don't want to do that. I'm not done with that chart yet. Uh, yeah, let's leave. Okay, let's just move on to ADA. Same thing here. All these tightening down, tightening down, tightening down here. And ADA is already, well, yeah, it's breaking out right now. Depending, I drew a second line here because I kind of saw, on a shorter term time frame, um, consolidation within a different zone here. So I drew another triangle line here, trend line, and ADA is now breaking through that at 41 cents here. So some price targets would be these two distances here. You got up to 67 and 93 cents. These are big moves coming up on all these coins. Let's go next to Ethereum. Ethereum is consolidating more into well, overall, it's been just kind of a general symmetrical triangle, and but also the past year, it's been in an ascending triangle, which tends to have a more bullish outcome. All the triangles, by the way, people call them bullish or bearish depending on their shapes, and that does have some relevance. Um, but a lot of the times it's 60-40 or something like that, or 55-45. They're either slightly bullish, slightly bearish, and all of them, even ascending triangles, can break out to the downside. Uh, just depends on what's happening at the moment when it's getting really tight, and um, what the market's thinking at that point. And a lot of times you will have a break down through the triangle, and because of something that's going on in the world, but then the market will rethink it and break back up through the triangle where we thought it was originally going. Anyway, some targets that I've pulled from different legs that we've traveled in here. I've Let me clone this for a second. See where I got that from, because I didn't leave just to be. Oh, you know what? I think I got that from right here. Yeah. from the beginning, our move from the beginning of the year. That's where I pulled that one from. So anyway, I have various targets. If you're interested, you could do this yourself. Um, 3,100 here coming up. Now, these aren't going to, I want to make another thing clear. I'm not predicting that anything's going to shoot right up to these targets. These are going to be met over time, over the next few months, is what I'm seeing. And overall, in the entire space, this is a bull market that we're entering. And, we're going to see some volatility. It's going to be a lot of FUD being spread, as we've seen in the past few months. Just tremendous FUD and unpredictability with what's going on in our own market and in the world. So those will affect prices. But I see us heading onwards and upwards, making big moves over the course of the next 6 months and year. You can see I have a channel here for Ethereum that I've drawn from back in 2021. We're headed back up in there, I believe. This is, as you can see, this is going up into $10,000 for Ethereum. Uh, it might be I don't know. I don't know how unrealistic that is. Anyway, let's move on. XRP. Probably a lot of people are interested in XRP, I'm sure. Um, this is kind of rough. XRP's been doing a lot of different things. I've drawn various lines in here based on what I was looking at in the past. Overall, though, I'll just look at the outer ones. And XRP has, as we know, has broken out from its 30 to 40 cent range. It's up in 51 cents now. And I've drawn some targets here on the chart. Upward, just about $1 I see. This is very, very real in the near future. And who knows? Who knows what the outcome of this case will do to the price. But there's another much larger target back here that could take us up to $3.60. Again, I'm not giving any time frames on these. We already looked at Bitcoin and Render. And ADA. Did we look at ADA? Anyway, oh yes, because we are breaking out of that one. Um, let's just get into the overall crypto market. This is the entire crypto market minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I've had this channel that I made that we've been consolidating and following since June of last year, and we've just been coming up and down in this channel, bouncing off the center line, below the center line, then back up here. This is ready. The whole market's ready to break out. This is showing that. And this is a big deal because while we've bounced up to the top of this region in the past many times, we have not been able to break out of it. And once we do, it's going to be explosive, I believe. Um, and back here now, I mean, I don't believe it's very realistic at all, but of course, anything is possible. Um, I've been considering that we might come back down to the bottom of this channel, um, which would put the entire market down at 270. What would that move be? It would be down to the bottom of the channel from here. Well, that's not a big deal. It's about a 30% move. It's not as world ending as I was thinking it would be. Um, but that's a possibility too. But this is not signaling that that is the case at all. We are wanting to break out and go higher. Now these are some channels that I've drawn here because we like to stay in our channels and revisit them. And I'll show you why. Back here, let me get my tool, my parallel channel tool. You can see that we are traveling in a channel. You know, I'll adjust this to, well, I didn't really even have to. Well, we were traveling in this channel here, and who would have thought that once we fell out and even went back through it, that we would come back down into this channel and bounce around. But that's what we did. So that's why I draw my channels. And even back down here, we came back into it and bounced around. Well, this is just really rough that I drew this. And here we bounced out of it, came back down, and used it as resistance. And the bottom of this other channel is support. So let me see what's going on here. Interestingly, we broke out of this channel and exploded back up to the top. Uh, See, this is something I'm learning. Sometimes I just can't draw enough lines on the chart. It's interesting that we followed this channel for a while, and when we broke out, we did explode all the way back up to the top of this other channel. So, and I pulled this target from a triangle I made with this yellow line here and the top of this channel here. I'm going to leave that one because I like it. It showed me something really interesting I didn't really look at before because you don't spend a lot of time on every single chart. So um, it looks like I pulled this off from this leg here to the top of this triangle, right, or to the top of that price action right there, and that puts us back into this channel. Um, so there you go. That's basically what I wanted to show you today. I didn't want to drag on too long, but I'll leave off with why. Why am I the crazy triangle guy? Because all this stuff doesn't seem too crazy so far. But, if you just sit around and look at these charts, this is what can happen to you right here. I can't even see the candles anymore. The candles are gone. So don't be like me, okay? Anyway, so that's it for today, and who knows when my next episode will be, but I will get back to you soon. And remember, none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Get your info from a variety of sources, and don't make any decisions based on what I've told you. Oh, this is okay. Before we go, one last thing. I want to show you back. Okay, so did have, and I leave things on the chart. That's why they look at this. So what look like this, so I can refer back to them and see what I was thinking. This is before the FTX collapse, and you can see this purple line. I believe that we were breaking out here, and continuing onwards and upwards into this channel here, and up from there. And then FTX happened. Well, afterwards, that's kind of what we did. We came up and we consolidated in here, kind of moved back up. we fell out of it there, but it was just early. It was just an early call. Same thing here. Looks like I'm about a month early. Um, I thought we'd be coming up here. I thought we'd be a little bit. The market was going to be a little bit stronger and pump here, and I thought we'd consolidate in this zone, which was a zone of heavy. Where's the rest of it? Oh, I thought we'd just consolidate in this area for a while. But that's where we're headed right now. We are headed right up here into this triangle. And so things don't always work out the way, exactly the way I'm thinking or anyone's thinking, but kind of pretty close, pretty similar. And I was about a month early on this call. So this is where I think we're going. We're going up here. These purple lines here, by the way, are slope lines from prior bull run markets. I believe that this one is the slope we followed just after um, bottom, and then continued into a steeper slope later on. But I mean, these aren't exact. These are just to get an idea of the slopes that the price action following previous bottoms. So it's looking futures looking bright for Bitcoin and the crypto market. It's as long as we can get the regulators fixed, probably. Anyway, I will leave off there and have a great day, have a great week, have a great whatever till I see you again. Um, that wasn't much of a goodbye, so I just want to leave you off with an image of my chart and remind you that's why I am that crazy triangle guy.